More than 1400 years ago, in the year of 621, a man in the Arabian desert claimed that he traveled from Mecca to Jerusalem and then ascended through the heavens before returning home before dawn, all in a single night. To the people of 7th century Mecca, this sounded like an absolute impossible, absurd, even laughable. But fast forward 1,400 years later, the things that sounded impossible that night are now the routines of everyday life. Today, we aren't just looking back at a spiritual miracle. We are looking at a profound technological preview that were demonstrated during the miraculous journey of Isra and Mi'raj. Only on Islamic Stories. Technology 1. Flight. Let us begin at the very start of the journey, the Buraq. The text described this entity as a white-winged creature whose single stride reached as far as its eye could see, instantly carrying Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, from Mecca to Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. Mecca to Jerusalem is roughly 1,500 kilometers. In year 621, that journey by camel would take 40 days minimum, and it is an absolute impossible for the people of that time. But today, that flight takes less than 3 hours on a commercial aircraft. Commercial airliners cross continents routinely, while military jets routinely shatter the sound barrier. But humanity's ambition doesn't stop there. Look at aerospace pioneers like SpaceX. Elon Musk's Starship is designed not just for orbital flight, but to carry humans to Mars, a mind-boggling distance of 260 million kilometers in just a few months. Technology 2. Real-time long-distance communication. During the Mi'raj, the Prophet, peace be upon him, communicated directly with Allah, across the divide between earth and the 7 heavens. The Quraysh mocked this. How can a voice reach the sky? Fast forward to 2026. Every single day, billions of humans communicate in real time across distances that would have seemed impossible to any civilization before the 20th century. A mother in Tokyo video calls her daughter in London. Instant, free, face-to-face. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station, orbiting 400 kilometers above our heads, have live video calls with their families, conduct press conferences, and stream to social media in real time. In 2021, NASA's Perseverance rover on Mars sent back 4K video footage of the Martian surface. The signal traveled 225 million kilometers and arrived in about 11 minutes. WhatsApp, Zoom, FaceTime, Starlink. We now carry in our pocket the ability to speak in real time to almost anyone on the planet, and even beyond the planet. The concept at the heart of Isra and Mi'raj, a direct, unimpeded connection between Earth and the heavens, is no longer theological poetry. It is electrical engineering. Technology 3. Self-moving transport infrastructure. The narrations of Mi'raj describe the Prophet, peace be upon him, ascending through the heavens on a ladder of light, one that moved on its own, requiring no physical effort to climb. You simply stepped on and it carried you upward. In year 621, no such technology existed, only stone steps or wooden ladder. But today, this concept is part of our daily lives. Every time you step onto an escalator or a moving walkway at an airport, a shopping mall, or a subway station, you are utilizing the exact concept demonstrated by the ladder of light. It is automated, effortless transit, where the mechanism does the work of defying gravity while the passenger simply stands and ascends or descends. But the concept has evolved far beyond moving staircases. Autonomous vehicles now navigate city streets without human drivers. Tesla's full self-driving system has logged over 1 billion miles of autonomous driving data. Self-piloting drones carry medical supplies to remote villages in Rwanda and Ghana. Japan's maglev trains levitate above their tracks and glide at 600 kilometers per hour, touching nothing, requiring nothing from the passenger but presence. In Dubai, autonomous air taxis, essentially flying self-driving pods, have already begun limited commercial operations. The idea that a vessel could carry you somewhere without you needing to physically operate it was unimaginable in year 621. Now, it is the direction every major transport company on Earth is racing toward. Technology 4. Quantum leaps. During the Mi'raj, the Prophet peace be upon him passed through 7 heavens, not gradually ascending through continuous space, but moving between distinct realms, each with its own character, its own inhabitants, its own laws. This describes something modern physicists call quantum behavior, specifically quantum tunneling and quantum leap. Ascended through 7 heavens. In classical physics, a particle crossing a barrier must have enough energy to do so. In quantum physics, a particle can simply appear on the other side without ever occupying the space in between. This is not science fiction. This is experimentally verified, and it powers the transistors inside every smartphone and computer chip you've ever used. In 2022, scientists at Delft University achieved quantum teleportation across a real-world city network, transmitting quantum states between 3 nodes, without physically moving any particle through the intervening space. IBM, Google, and China's USTC are in an arms race to build quantum computers that process information in superposition, existing in multiple states simultaneously. The same way the Mi'raj describes the Prophet peace be upon him traversing realms that did not follow the physical rules of ordinary space. Technology 5. Time dilation, relativity. This is perhaps the most stunning parallel of all. The Isra and Mi'raj was a journey of extraordinary scope, from Mecca to Jerusalem, through 7 heavens, meetings with the prophets, a direct encounter with Allah, a negotiation over the number of daily prayers, originally 50, reduced to 5, then the full return to Mecca. And yet, when the Prophet peace be upon him returned home, his bed was still warm. How? In 1905, Albert Einstein shook the scientific world by publishing his theory of special relativity. Einstein proved that time is not absolute. It is elastic and relative. It bends depending on 2 things, speed and gravity. If an object travels close to the speed of light, roughly 300,000 kilometers per second, time for that object slows down to a near standstill relative to a stationary observer. But here is where the Mi'raj becomes even more extraordinary, because what it describes is actually the opposite of Einstein's model. In relativity, it is always the traveler's time that slows. Earth's time keeps running. But in the Mi'raj, it is Earth's time that stood still, while the Prophet peace be upon him experienced a full night of events. This suggests that the Mi'raj did not happen within our space-time at all. The 7 heavens may operate on entirely different temporal dimensions. Consider this. If you enter a realm where time runs at 1/1,000,000th the rate of Earth's, you experience a full night of events, while back on Earth, only seconds have passed. And this is only the beginning. Today, we explored 5 astonishing parallels hidden within the journey of Isra and Mi'raj. Flight, real-time communication, autonomous transport, quantum physics, and even the mysteries of time itself. Things that sounded absolutely impossible in the year 621 are now realities shaping the modern world. But what if the journey contains even more technological mysteries? In part 2, we will uncover the remaining 5 technologies hidden within Isra and Mi'raj, including the mystery of the layered heavens and atmospheric science, the heavenly security system that resembles modern biometric authentication, AI recreations of people from the past, remote sensing technology like Google Earth and satellites, and perhaps the most shocking of all, mind-to-mind communication. Technology that may soon allow humans to communicate using thought alone. The deeper we go, the more impossible it becomes to ignore. So if this video opened your mind, part 2 will completely change the way you see the relationship between Islam, science, and the future of humanity. Subscribe now and prepare yourself for part 2. Because the journey is far from over. Thank you for watching.